guys, Sandra here from Create in Spain. As you may know, I recently got a second-hand Brother Scan & Cut, a CM600, and it came with various accessories, but one of the things that it came with was one of these tiny little pen holders and a few little pens. But that's of absolutely no use to me when what I want to use are things like jelly rolls, my quickie glue pen, this one here which is a fine liner, I have some hexagonal fine liners, and basically I want to use my own pens. I've got loads of pens and that's what I want to use. So I did look at the universal pen holder that Brothers sell, and I was thinking of getting one until I read and was told in one of the videos that Brother put out, I believe themselves, that if the pen didn't fit, you could wrap masking tape around the barrel. Really? No, that is not happening. If I'm going to buy a dedicated pen holder, I want it to be one that works, and not one that works by me fudging it by having to wrap masking tape around my pens. The very thought of it makes me cringe. So I didn't really fancy having to try and completely design a copy of the blade holder, and so I thought I would just have a quick look-see on Thingiverse and see if there was one, and as it happens, some wonderful person has posted a file there of a Brother pen holder. Yay! I downloaded it, got my husband to 3D print it, and apart from this red piece, this is what the result is. But as you can see, it has a rather large inside hole. Now the idea with this one is that you put a screw thread in here and you tighten things up for smaller pens. Well, again, that's not really going to happen as far as I'm concerned, because I hate it when the pen nib isn't completely centered in the hole. So I went onto Tinkercad and I did a little bit of tinkering, and I came up with some inserts to go inside here. Now the inserts that I've 3D printed off, or got my husband to print off, are printed with a flexible filament. So whereas this is solid and you're not going to crush this, this is flexible. It's rather like a fairly stiff rubber. And you notice this one has a little bit of tape on it. This is because this is the first one that was printed, and although I took the sizes accurately enough, you never know what you're going to find in the way of ease on a print. And it needed to be just a fraction bigger to go in there and to stay in there nicely and not be loose and come out. So this particular one is going to fit my jelly rolls. I have loads of jelly roll pens and I really do like to use them in my cutting machine. So that one is for my jelly roll. Now you may wonder how you judge how far you stick the nib out. I've looked at it and it's actually about a centimetre, I think. But the way to judge it is to take a piece of the thick craft foam and put it on top of your mat, put the pen in the holder, in the machine, and simply allow it to go down till it rests on that piece of foam. And that you'll find will be perfectly adequate for drawing with, no problem at all. So that one fits my jelly roll, amongst other pens I expect. I've got another one which fits my Stabilo hexagonal fine liner pens. It's also a very thin pen, and that fits that one. And I have another one here which fits, what does that one fit? Yeah, that one fits this type of pen, I think it is. I just did some in different sizes. So that's a Pentel pen and it fits that. Most of you probably don't have a 3D printer, but these days you might well know somebody who does. And these things take about an hour to print, so it's not exactly out of the realms of possibilities someone would print one off for you. Now, if you find when you've got one printed that the hole there is a little bit too small, that it's too difficult to actually get the pen that you want to get into there, then there's an easy fix for that. All you need is a craft knife or a pair of scissors, and you can cut through the rubber. So you can actually make a slit all the way up. In fact, you can even go over the top if you like. If you really, really have to, you could cut a slit out of it entirely, but you probably wouldn't need to. Just a little bit of ease will do it in most cases, because it is rubber, and so it will be able to expand a little bit and give the pen a little more room. Now the other thing that I can do is put one of my nail tools in here, which is the reason why I'm having another one printed, because I want to be able to just keep one in there. And that would be possible to use as an embossing tool to do my score lines for my cards, as well as any other embossing I might like to do. So there we go, that's what I've been working on, and I must admit, I do like having access to a 3D printer, it's quite handy. But just ask around, you might well know someone who has one, and it could be very, very useful. That's it, thanks very much for watching. Take care now, bye bye.